is no. Right here, no. I did fail to recognize Luke that come in after we started the meeting for the record.
We'll need to schedule a public hearing on that.
The next item is the Christmas parade request, which I believe that's the next item.
I'll make the motion.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion?
And with that motion, that includes the waiving of the fee.
All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed is no. Thank you. And it'll require the same thing for the Special Olympics. Sherry Dillard, who's requested this, couldn't be here tonight, and I'm sure everybody understands what the Special Olympics is all about.
I do, Mayor. The only problem I have with it, it says it has a request to be grandfathered in. And I think about 2, maybe 3 meetings back, we said it's a first come, first served. And we're not grandfathering anybody in, as best I remember. Was that what we discussed?
I believe we decided we had the grandfather
Rescue squad.
There's several of them.
How many?
4 or 5 have been previous to your all's actions.
Would we ever not grant this?
Probably not. I don't know.
What?
The Christmas parade?
No. This is
Special Olympics.
This is Special Olympics roadblock request.
Would we ever not?
Oh, wait, he didn't read.
9E.
We've already voted on the Christmas parade.
I don't think we got any problem waiving.
I think mine's in backwards. All right, never mind. Move along.
Well, we're on the discussion if
I'll make a motion that we let them have the roadblock request as requested. But I won't mention in the motion anything about grandfathering men on any certain day.
Okay.
Because that's going to be that's going to be, Tim, you can add to this, I'm sure, when we've had pavilions that people thought that they were, and you just don't do that, and then it occurred because they automatically thought that they had it and they didn't, and then we just went through one of those just recently where we had to explain and cry and everything else to straighten it out. It's a nightmare for bookkeeping people to keep up with it.
Someone took the Saturday of the car show, rented a pavilion during the car show. That was 2 years ago. And the car club failed to do the paperwork. We failed to call them. And so we ended up negotiating with the lady that reserved the pavilions for a family reunion.
That's the only reason I have for somebody to keep up with it. It's a nightmare. If anybody does anything with invoice and billing, they know what I'm talking about.
Okay, we have the motion as Dennis stated it. Do we have a second?
Let's hear the motion again.
Motion to allow
Motion out.
allow the roadblock as requested, but leave the grandfathering part of it out.
Waive the 6 months.
Yeah, since they want it this weekend.
Next 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
So we're waiving the 6-month thing, not granting the grandfather, and approving the request.
Yes.
It's 5 days away.
Is that your motion?
That's my motion.
I'll second.
Any other discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed is no. I hear it.
Hey, Terry, on the one for the Christmas parade, was the motion to include waiving the fee? Did I miss that? Yes.
Yeah, I made the motion.
All
On
right.
that stuff, going back to the personnel policy, need to get the 2 new council members a copy of all that so they can start looking at it now, because it's long.
Quite a bit of information.
Can you get that done?
It's long.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Scott will take care of that.
We're preparing some information already.
Any comments from citizens? We have a motion to adjourn.
No, Connie, I've got one thing. We received the audit report from our auditors. There are several findings in it. Since we're responsible for the 08-09 audit that we just concluded, we would also be responsible for the 09-010 audit that I don't have a clue where we stand on it. Do you, Scott? I don't guess it's about concluded yet, is it?
The preliminaries have started on it.
So preliminary, so it'll be sometime next year. But I think we ought to have a workshop and review this 08-09 audit, and maybe in December make a recommendation or two based on what we see from that workshop. Because we've really not had a workshop on any audit that we've had in the last 4 years.
Can you set us a workshop date in December?
We have one set in December already, don't we?
And
What are the major findings in that audit? That
There's 30-plus findings, I think.
There's nothing major, I don't believe, from what I've seen, major, but
several that have repeated that we've been in the process of fixing. We did do a management response to each finding, and the findings were less than the previous year, so improvements are being made. But I agree with Dennis, I think it'd be an excellent opportunity to everybody sit down and see what's being done and get your input on additional steps that may be taken.
What is the date for the December? Is it the 6th?
I'm sorry, sir, I left my...
Would that be okay just to do it at that workshop that's already?
yes.
Okay.
6th, I will be out of town. I'm sorry.
I don't know why I come up with that. It's-
If you're right on that date.
The 6th is the Monday, it's the
The first
first Monday,
Monday.
the meeting date would be the 14th.
How about the 13th?
Had the workshop the day before the meeting.
And I want you to have the meeting and have a good time, but I'll be out of town on the 13th and the 14th.
So let's just have it that Tuesday.
Harbor Day.
He's out, you gonna be out 6 and 7?
I'll be gone the week of the 5th through the 10th. And Luke's leaving the following week.
The 12th through the...
I hate that I made that motion without realizing what day the first Monday was
Well,
on.
there'd be no problem having it Monday the 13th, would there? Is that conflict with anyone?
Just,
Other than...
And it's fine with me.
that's fine.
I don't care, I can be in any of it.
Okay.
So whatever.
Just
The
take the
13th.
date and time.
And the meeting's the 14th.
At what time?
6 o'clock is the normal time, I think.
Is
That's what's on the schedule, 6 o'clock.
that okay with everybody? Because if we run long, then... Okay.
Well, 5 o'clock's okay.
Let's do 5 o'clock in case we run long and then nobody get hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 o'clock. Anything else?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, have a second?
So moved.
Thank y'all for attending.